Happy Monday holidays to everybody. Welcome to Betway's Waiter to Win. Hope you all had a good weekend and look forward to this holiday meeting on Monday afternoon. Second race on the card is the Sun Chariot Handicap for 150k. It's over 2,400 meters. And Betway this morning have got number 1 Explosive Bond as the even money favourite. 2 United Council is 7-2 second choice. And the 5 Fetching Flyer is priced up at 5-1, together with a 6-1 Religion at 5-1, 11-2 about the 3 Apache Fighter, and then you can get 33-1 and better about the balances. The festive vibes and the festive season kicks in. Here's Daryl Marie with me. Daryl, Bipot starts now, correct?
That's right, Clyde, and I've opted to go the safe route. I've got numbers 1 and 6. Now let's touch on the current favourite, Explosive Bond. Lovely effort last time out in the Racehorse Owners Association. We saw Poets Warrior crawling up front and dictating the race. So she did well to stay on for second. Just take note, she was well weighted in that race. She was actually the best weighted. And yeah, she comes into this event carrying top weight. Added to the fact that she's a very small filly carrying a weight of So in my mind, there are some doubts. Now, have a look at number 2 of here, United Council. She won this race last year. Then in her very next start, she got beat by Explosive Bond's 6-odd lengths. She's as much as 9 kilograms better off. So don't write her off. Last time out, she was disappointing because she was weighted to turn it around with several runners in that race, and she just ran below par. But my top pick in the race, Clyde, is number 6, One Religion. Now, this filly has turned the corner. In her penultimate start, when beaten behind I Am Regal, the race wasn't run to suit. They crawled up front and they sprinted for home. They caught her flat-footed. Her 2 runs on the inside track have been outstanding. She comes into this race with 52 kilograms to shoulder. She's been 2,400 in the past, but take note, on that occasion, she was ridden handy. She actually went to the front. Nowadays, they've worked her out. They're giving her a chance. And I think in receipt of 9 kilograms from the favourite, she'll certainly give this favourite a run for her money. So I'm going 6 from 1 year, Clyde.
Okay, thanks, Daryl. There's the Bipot, everybody on screen. Let's get busy. On to race number 3. Let's get place accumulators going. It's a maiden class field for 120k over 1,000 meters. 1 Espinosa is the favorite at 16-10. 8 Jet Karari, 22-10 second choice. 6 Futunaire is at 7-2. And you can get a bit of 10-1 about number 3, Lonely as a Cloud. They are betting 11 or 12s and better about the balance. For those that would like to hear what some of the trainers said, remember to go to our track talk. You just got to YouTube to the link and you can listen to some of the trainers that were interviewed for this Monday afternoon meeting. Okay, let's take a look at PAs. Daryl, give us some guidance. What do we do here?
Very confident banker in number 1, Espinosa. I don't know if you've seen the video doing the rounds, Clyde. Mr. Stradom's extremely upset in the fact that he's not been used again on Espinosa. He said it was the wrong distance. It was an extremely strong field. And I have to agree with him. That was that maiden plate on Betway Summer Cup Day. Extremely strong form lines going into that race. And he was far from disgrace, Clyde. Beaten 6 lengths. Now, if you have a look at his form lines compared to the second favourite's form lines, they are basically chalk and cheese. You cannot compare the two. So I'm a bit surprised to see Jet Karari as short as what he is in the market. He had a horse called Bilingual finish ahead of him on debut, and then Cyber Spirit finished just behind him. So yes, he's got a lot of scope for improvement, and that was a work rider event, but I think he'll be the drifter in the market. So Espinosa, a very confident selection for the place accumulator. Number 6, Futunaire. I had a look at his dam. She ran 3rd in the grade 2 debutante. Looks like he's bred for a little bit further, but this isn't a strong lineup whatsoever, Clyde, so he could certainly feature on debut. And then have a look out for number 3, Lonely as a Cloud as the improver. Now he's coming right back in trip, and there's an equipment change. The tongue tie gets removed. He shows a lot of pace over the 14 and the 1600, So maybe it will assist him in contesting a race of 1,000 meters. Maybe he's able to finish his race off this time round. But yes, Clyde, in the PA banker number 1 is Espinoza.
Yeah, okay, well, there's the PA, and just in terms of future now, I don't know anything about Sean Terry's first timer, but you'll have an idea because in the race that you're referring to with regards to Espinoza, Sean Terry had Green Sapphire in there, and Gebeja, and all those horses, so you'll kind of know where he stands here. There's a look at the PA. Let's get busy. All right, time to catch a pick six, don't you think? Let's get this Monday holiday meet pick six underway, and this is a handicap at the 74 level. They're going over 1,400 meters this morning. Betway's market, when doing the show on Monday morning, number 3, Bus Stop in Hounslow, is 17-10 favourite. 2, Blizzard Snow, 22-10. And the 1, Rattlebag, priced up at 9-2. 5-1, the 7-1 Party. And 17-2 about number 6, Labecchio. 22-1 and better about the others. First leg of the pick six, Daryl. What do we do? Narrow, go wide, play safe. What's the plan?
Clyde, for the smaller punter, I'd recommend bankering the favourite, Bus Stop in Hounslow. Now, he's clearly turned the corner. Since being gelded, Striker sat on his back once in his penultimate start, so he knows this horse well. And that was a cracking post-maiden effort, Clyde. That race was well above average. Schwarzenegger, Grey Jet, Wolf Mountain. I mean, Wolf Mountain got pipped in the Graham Beck Stakes. So you cannot compare the form lines on offer between the top 2 favourites of year. Have a look at the filly, Blizzard Snow. Now, in her latest form line, yes, she was drawn on the wrong side of the track, and the horses that contested the finish were down towards the inside. But that Raining Rubies, Dancing Dora, Executrix's form line. So I don't really fancy the second favourite every year, Blizzard Snow. But Clyde, you know, I was wrong over the weekend, and I can certainly be proven wrong once again. But strictly on paper, I prefer number 3, Bus Stop in Hounslow. Now, one has to watch the replay of number 1, Rattlebag's last start, Clyde. Coming into the straight, the winner made first run on the outside and caught Trent Mayhew in a little bit of a tight spot. He had to ease. And thereafter, he went in and he found traffic problems or traffic issues, and he had to switch out. And she did extremely well to rattle late and finish third. Now, obviously, Striker Stratum has won on her in the past, and it's the same stable. So he's had the choice of rides over here. I'm not writing off number 1, Rattlebag's chances. Then, Clyde, my roughie in the pack, number 5, Lava Fire. Now, take note, the son of Erupt has been fitted with a set of blinkers for the first time. Have a look when he's won, Clyde. He's gone from start to finish in both of those victories. Now, with the blinkers, maybe the idea is to get him up front and get him handy. If he's not able to lead, I'm sure he'll be up handy. And I think we can see improvement from number 5, Lava Fire. He's certainly well held by the favourite on form. But if you're playing trifectas and quartets, this is my sneaker in the back.
Thanks, Daryl. There's the pick six. There's a snapshot. It's an affordable pick six, everybody. Don't get missed. Race number 4 on the card. Let's get on. Right, let's get going on to race 5. This is a progress plate. It's over 1,400 meters. In terms of the plated race, note that the Specialist and Storm Brasco are the 2 best weighted horses in the race. So make a note of that in as far as the plated conditions are concerned. From a betting perspective, where are Betway's market here? Red Bomber 22-10, number 1 on the card. The 2 Taxi to the Moon 5-2. 5 Truth just being gelded 33-10. 4 the Specialist 4-1. 6 Storm Brasco 5-1. They're all quoted. 3 Prince of Kildare is at 9-1. I would imagine, Daryl, a horse like Truth needed to be gelded, eh?
Yeah, Clyde. He's been somewhat disappointing since his 2 victories in his first and second start. I mean, his second start over the very same course and distance, he was most impressive. You have to just put a line through his runs at Greyville. I don't think he was suited to that track. Then last time out on the inside track, he was right up there and he just folded very late. but I'm really keen to see how he goes. Now, he was due to run a couple of weeks ago. He was scratched with an eye injury. He was meant to contest that race with Heather's Boy and Guy Gibson. So I think he is fit. But Clyde, one has to take note that Gavin Lorena was meant to ride him on that occasion. And yeah, he's opted to ride number 1, Red Bomber. Now, we've seen these silks flying high over the weekend. Mr. Rakesh Sugalam, the son of Lancaster Bomber, is ideally course and distance suited. He's got Gavin from Stallgate number 1. He'll have his options open. I don't think he's really a 1160 or 1200 meter horse, so he was far from disgraced last time out when beaten behind Mount Pilatus. Clyde, yeah, he's got a lot in his favour, and you can clearly see that Gavin's opted to ride him. But truth, if he comes back to his best, Clyde, carrying 55, have a look at the horses drawn on his inside. I don't think the specialist is going to come out running. And Storm Brasco doesn't have that early toe. So I think he could get to the front quite easily. And he will pose a danger to the favourites. I'm not writing off the specialist. Last time out in an 8-horse field, he was caught 5 horses wide. You can put a line through that. He had excuses. I think they're going to ride him cold, Clyde, and he's way better than his recent form. So I think the race will be dominated between numbers 1 and 5. Healthy respect for the 4.
Got that. Thanks, Daryl. Here's the jackpot. We'll look at it now. We're going 145 by Banker 1, by 278 by Banker 1. Take a look at this Pinnacle Stakes over 1,000 metres. Exciting horses running the second half of the afternoon. One of them is Dice, who's priced up at 5 to 10. Well, it's shortened into 5 to 10, but put it that way. For Lucky Hoodalakis and Pierre Stradham, a winner of his last start. An impressive one, which we're going to have a look at in a moment. 1, I Am Giant, 4 to 1, second favourite. Number 5, Golden Sickle, 5 to 1. And number 6, Time for Orchids, is trading at 8 to 1. It's 13 or 14 to 1. And better about the others. Dice has come very, very well. They say they'll still win the computer form next year. Let's have a look at how impressive he was in his last start.
In behind that is Quantum Theory, and down the inside Mrs. Browning. Dice the one to get to, led it by a neck or so. William Robertson pours on the pressure down the centre. They kick clear of Quantum Theory, but Dice still has his head in front of William Robertson, who fights gamely down the inside, but Pierre Stradham pulls away on Dice that last 50 and wins cozily by a length. Dice has beaten William Robertson. Third place, Quantum Theory, then came Winter Greeting, Mrs.
And William Robertson is no pushover. He's one of the heavyweight sprinters. Let's make no doubt about that. And Dice, at the end of the day, has won with a ton in hand. Daryl, what's the play?
Yeah, we have to be in Dice's camp of here, Clyde, strictly because his biggest danger is out in rulership. Now, number 2, the current second favourite, I Am Giant. According to the website, he will be in need of this outing, and the run will bring him on for future races. The same can be said with regards to the joint best weighted filly in Golden Sickle. Now, Mr. Tony Peter was interviewed, and he said she's doing extremely well, but she's nowhere near her best. So I can't really see her giving the favourite a go. She might be folding late. She's a lovely filly. Of that, there's no doubt. But Dice, Clyde, back in 1,000 metres, all depends how he's going to come out, but I don't think Striker wants to be involved or concerned in a speed duel with the likes of Golden Sickle and Mover and Shaker, who's extremely quick. And we saw Dice, when he returned from that layoff, he's able to come behind when he got the better of rulership. So Striker's got his options open over here. He's versatile, the son of William Longsword. So I'm firmly in the camp of number 1, Dice. I really think he'll take all the beating. I actually think, considering the comments regarding the second and third favourite, I don't think that it's a bad price whatsoever currently. He deserves to shorten in the market. You're playing trifectas and quartets, have a look at number 6, Time for Orchids. She was right there going through the final furlong, and then she just got tired in her later start. She'll strip fitter, but I think she might just need one more. So, yes, banker number 1, Dice in all bets, Clyde.
Okay, and you got a pick 3 worked out for us. There's the pick 3, guys. If you want to get involved, start now. The Mike de Kock Epitombe Challenge is next. It's a Group 2 event, a 500,000 Rand race where the first horse takes home 312,500 Rand. It's run over 1,600 metres. Best weighted horse in the race is VJ's Angel. Betway have got Fiery Pegasus as a favourite, 13-10. 7 VJ's Angel, 2-1. 4 White Pearl, 5-1. 2 Let's Go Now, 7-1. Number 1 Silver Sanctuary, 9-1. Here's a look at when Fiery Pegasus moved up to them last time, took over, looked like it was going to win. VJ's Angel is on its right-hand side.
Forgotten World of Alice is also running on strongly. They come down with 200 to go. It's Fiery Pegasus, the leader, has it by about a length and a half. On the outside is VJ's Angel. Down the inside, World of Alice. Sheen Murphy tries hard on Fiery Pegasus. World of Alice is flying down the inside. It's on the inside, World of Alice, who's going to get up late, and World of Alice has beaten Fiery Pegasus. Third will go to Willie Meat again, Frozen.
Well, Fiery Pegasus did everything but win on that occasion. VJ's Angel was trying to close it down, and it's going to be a very exciting race. Which way are you going, Daryl?
Clyde, for me, no doubt the race of the day. I mean, you've got 2 high-class 3-year-old fillies in VJ's Angel and Fiery Pegasus taking all on the older fillies. I mean, White Pearl's no slouch. You've got Let's Go Now. You've got Silver Sanctuary. So I make this the race of the day. I'm not really wanting to split the 3-year-old fillies. I'll tell you why, Clyde. Firstly, Fiery Pegasus. I mean, what a cracking effort last time out. It was gut-wrenching that she actually got nabbed on the post. She was exposed a long way from home. You know, in her penultimate start in the Joburg Spring Challenge, Mr. Soma must have been furious with the ride that he got. So he's giving the jockey another bite at the cherry over here. I'm 100% certain that he's not going to get caught wide this time round. She's got a lot in her favour, Clyde. But strictly have a look at the weights. I mean, she's a net 111 and VJ's Angel's a net 119. So she's 4 kgs out at the weights with VJ's Angel. But in saying that, the last 2 times they've met, she's beaten her on both of those occasions. But VJ's Angel, Clyde, is a high-class filly herself. They're trying something different with her. Take note. Muffs go on for the first time. Calvin reunites with her. The last time he sat on her back, he won the Grade 1, the Premier's Champion Stakes, beating the Specialist. So, yes, a lovely race. I'm not going to get involved. I think numbers 7 and 8 are the leading lights over here. But don't write off Let's Go Now, Clyde. She's had a lovely prep going into this race. I think she's a better miler than what White Pearl is. She's slightly better off the weight, so I'm expecting her to reverse the form with White Pearl. So, yes, number 7 and 8 to fight it out. Healthy respect for Let's Go Now.
Okay, it's a jackpot, another jackpot opportunity, everybody. On to the next race on the card now, where Main Defender's 1-5. Silent War's not running. Main Defender was 1-3. 2 Texas Raiders, 7-2. 20-1 bar the 2 of them, and Main Defender looks very hard to beat. We're going to have a look at a start of his year where he was beaten by Greeting My Master over the 1,800 metres. He's a special mile horse, but have a look at his performance over the 18.
The last 300 metres now, and it's Main Defender that picked up the lead. Main Defender's gone a couple clear from Greeting My Master. Further back, Purple Pitcher. Funny players running on, and then behind those is Atticus Finch, but it's Main Defender. 100 to go. Greeting My Master is trying to come back along the inside and is doing it. Greeting My Master comes back again to win it. Greeting My Master beat Main Defender. Atticus Finch, Funny player, then Purple Pitcher. In behind those came Puertermans on it.
Greeting My Master that day carried 51. Main Defender that day carried 62, Daryl. That's got to say it all.
Absolutely, Clyde. And what did he give the winner of the Betway Summer Cup, Atticus Finch? 8 kilograms and a 2.5 length beating. Back over the same distance which he won the Grade 1 Horse Chestnut over. The course and distance, he's a miler, Clyde. He's a 1,600-meter horse. I think you can put the result in the frame over here. But we're not going to make money because his odds are restricted. So, yes, Texas Red, lovely effort last time out. But take note, he runs his best fresh, Clyde. Now he's having his second run after a layoff. He could be the favourite's biggest danger. But have a look at number 4 over here, Johnny Hero. I liked his comeback effort, Clyde. He was off the track for a good couple of months. Only beaten 4 lengths behind beating Wings. Then last time out, yes, a dismal effort. But now he's having his peak run, 52 to shoulder. Have a look at the best weighted column, Clyde. He actually comes out second best. So maybe, just maybe, he can sneak into an exacta position over here. Yes, but I mean, main defender will take all the beats in, and I expect him to romp home, Clyde.
Thanks, Daryl. Okay, I think everybody does too. And yes, they double. If you want to get onto the last double, or one of the doubles anyway, here's a look at it on screen. Ninth race on the card, and make a note, is a novice handicap over 1160 meters. So in a handicap race, let's have a look at what the market's recommending. 1 Bakwena, 13 to 10. 4 Big Boy Bruce, 3 to 1. Heard Fani Bronkhorst on the show being interviewed, quite bullish about this horse. 2 Drive Like a Master, 9 to 2. And the 5 Saigon Susie, stable companion to Bakwena, is 8 to 1, 12 to 1, and better about the others. Daryl, his lordship, you can get 14 to 1.
Don't write his chances off, Clyde. Number 6, his lordship. Then again, I'm sure Chase had the option over here, and he's staying aboard Drive Like a Master, who he won on debut. But his lordship, Clyde, I liked his return, his first run after a gelding when getting the better of Blizzard Snow. And then on the inside track, he was just caught wide. He's back up the straight. He's only rated 74, Clyde. He's got 53 to shoulder. Trifectas and quartets, a must inclusion. Number 6, his lordship. Now let's touch on the favourite, Bakwena. She landed the gamble on debut. She never came off the bit. Then in her second start, I thought she was thrown into the deep end somewhat, because that was a very, very competitive race, Clyde. If you recall, Gorgeous Klein, musical score, Buffalo Storm Cody, Truth, Hotter Ruby. She was far from disgraced. Back up the straight, Clyde. She's been off the track. She was meant to run a couple of weeks ago. I can't recall why she was scratched. But Gavin's aboard her. I think she's in with a chance over here. But for me, she might be a bit short in the market. Big Boy Bruce. Clyde, this stable is on fire. Yes, he's got his antics at the start, but it seems as if they've got those under control. In his penultimate start, he was running away from Hong Kong, who was strongly fancied on debut. Then last time out at the Vol, he was right up there. He just faded late. Back over the same course and distance, coming back in trip, drawn towards the right side. Marco knows him. The stable's on song. He's a live wire over here. So number 4, Big Boy Bruce, will be right there when the chips are down. Clyde, I'm going to try and make some money over here with an exacta box. Bakwena, number 1. Number 4, Big Boy Bruce. And number 6, his lordship. If his lordship can run in the top 2, and we got the other one, we'll make some money.
Thank you so much, Daryl. Thanks, everybody, for watching Betway's Weighted to Win. We'll be back with you when racing returns on Wednesday.